Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, and peace to the brothers, the Akim preaching this truth across the world in sincerity, diligence, and proper doctrine. I just want to do a lesson on the word revelation, because we living in a time of revelation, you know. But let me see what the let me see what it got in the Greek, the New Testament. Get it in Revelation itself. This Revelation 1:1, it says, the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Now, the things we're witnessing right now, current events, has already been prophesied about, right? So, but who understand it? The Lord's servants, okay? Going back to Amos 3:7, surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealed his secret to his servants, the prophets, okay? It says, alupsis, okay? It says, laying bare, making naked, a disclosure of truth, instruction concerning things before unknown, used of events by which things or states or persons hitherto withdrawn from view are made visible to all manifestation appearance. All right. All that was good. That was all the point. It said the naked truth. All right. Let's get that in the etymology. Etymology for the word revelation. It says disclosure of information to man by a divine or supernatural agency. Now, how do we understand the information by the divine or supernatural agency? By the scripture right here. Let's get it. This is John chapter 14. I'll start at 16. It says, and I will pray. This is Yahweh Shai speaking, the Son of the Most High. It says, and I will pray. Let's lock it real quick. All right. Okay, it says, John chapter 14, verse 16. It says, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. So we know now the comforter is the words of this Bible. Because when Yahweh Shai walked with the disciples and with the men that followed him, they had him in the physical presence, you know what I'm saying, to be a comfort, to reveal the things that was hidden. But after he died and rose again, what did we have? Verse 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not. Okay, so Yahweh Shai opened our minds to understand what the Bible said, to understand that these other nations are our enemies, to understand that the mark of the beast is the chip, the RFID chip, to understand certain things that the natural man, the carnal person could not receive and understand, you know, in that worldly state. I'll read it again. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it said to him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. Okay, so that was just backing up the devil. Let's go back to that definition. Revelation, that was going back to the root of revelation, the etymology of revelation, disclosure of information to man by a divine or supernatural agency. Okay, that supernatural agency, once again, is the Spirit of truth, known as the comforter, so like it. From Old French revelation and directly from Latin revelationem, noun of action from past participle stand of reveler, unveil, uncover, lay bare. Okay, disclosure of facts. All right, now let's get another scripture. Let's get another scripture. Let's see. Let's go to Daniel, the 12th chapter. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 9. Let me see if it's something else I wanted above. No. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words." And what does shut up mean? To shut up, keep closed, secret. Okay, because the Bible speaks about. So like the Bible speaks about this book is written in a mystery. Yahweh spoke to people and spoke to the masses in parables, because it's only given to those predestined from the foundation of the world to understand. All right. So the key point in that word is secret. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." Because you have people saying that the understanding of this Bible has been hidden until like until recent years. Well, I say within the last century, from our elders and apostles and their elders and apostles, starting somewhere around like the 50s on up. And that's a relatively short time. So all before that, all of these words, like the words of this book, was hidden. And even from the time on the 50s on up, there's been other revelations being given. But for the most part, nobody understand. The only people these people knew was love thy neighbor as thyself, meaning thinking they gotta love everybody, and that wasn't even true. Okay. But it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." All right, because knowledge being increased, you got all type of things. The properties of different metals, elements. A large understanding than what you had before. You got stuff like Google and YouTube had access to understand things. Then you got people running to and fro, traveling everywhere, running to and fro from different false doctrines. You had somebody running to the Muslim, running to the Egyptology. That's why the scripture speaks of ever learning, but failing to come into the knowledge of the truth. So basically, right now, all these prophecies, we living in a time where it's coming to pass. But who's giving these? What's the word I'm looking for? Who's expressing what these words saying? It's the men of the Lord, okay? But the thing is, ain't nobody trying to hearken to it. This is get another scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, verse 1. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despised my counsels." So they despising the Lord's counsels, okay, through his men, because we telling them that destruction is coming. You know what I'm saying? Turn back to the Lord while it's still time. But what these people saying? Oh, we probably got another 50 years. That's the people's mindset, because they want to be comfortable right now. Okay? But let me get another scripture. Habakkuk, 2nd chapter. I'll start at 1. It said, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." Standing upon the watch, warning. You know what I'm saying? We blowing the trumpet. You know what I'm saying? We actually giving warning to the people, man. That's something about to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's turn to the Israelites, turn back to your power. All right. And it says, "And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." So we making these words plain. Like you might not understand a word, a Hebrew word or a Greek word, but the men of the Lord will make it plain for you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to search those things out, whether it be so, whether it be true, because the scripture say, "Let every man be persuaded in their own mind." You don't want to just take anything somebody tell you at face value, unless it's comforting to your flesh, Because that's why anybody still going to church right now in 2017 is like, come on, what are you going to church for? You know? It says, make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. So make it plain, make the vision known, so those that you letting it be known to, and they reading it for themselves, and you breaking it down for them, they can get some type of fear in them to like, well, let me hurry up and let me turn to the Lord, man. It say, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. So although these things were written, the scripture say everything written aforetime was for our learning. So this stuff was written thousands of years ago. That means it was a set time that this stuff was going to happen. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. So, it might seem like, you had Polite said, they've been saying the word going to end since my grandma and them, So you got people, it may seem like it's tarrying, right? Tarrying mean like it's taking a while. It says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, because the scriptures say it's going to happen, first of all, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua spoke it. So whatever he say going to happen, it's going to happen. But then, on your time scale, you just like, oh my, like, when is it, it still ain't happened yet. And then when it happened, boom, you know what I'm saying? It just get the firing off, like just sequence after sequence. And that's what we're seeing with the whole Syria, Russia, China, North Korea, America, Japan, Iran. You get as far as like those countries are like primarily at the forefront right now as far as what's going on over there and with the America bombing Syria. But you just seeing like it's just like a slew of military actions being taken that's going to bring us to the brink of World War III, which was prophesied in the scriptures. And with that being said, we're seeing a slew of things going to bring us to the RFID chip, which was prophesied in the scriptures. You got the economy going cashless. Everybody with debit cards and with debit cards that didn't have the chip had to get them rescinded to get the chip. You got this whole thing about illegal immigration, so they feel like they got to track people. So I'm saying it's a whole bunch of events that's leading up to manifest these prophecies that was written in this book, man. Because we living in a time of revelation, the time to reveal, man. To reveal what? Everything that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said must happen, must come to pass before he comes and reign on the earth. You know what I'm saying? With his 144,000 men up under him, and the elect up under them, and Israel, and then all the other nations under that order, man. With that, I hope whoever see this was edified. I want to say once again, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Shalom to you Akim out there, man.